and the truck is driving, and Barbara does a bit of like well, they've either got us or we just go for it. And she just slams straight through one.
Flaws it.
And she kills the Dalek, like, with the truck.
Yep.
I was like, because I highly doubt modern day Doctor Who that could happen.
Oh, really?
I think they've gotten stronger. But I just thought it was funny that like she killed one with a truck. That was pretty awesome.
I made a point about that too, because basically, as usual, Barbara is the hero. Is that the first time? Because I know that they've dealt with the Daleks before and they powered them down. Previous story arc where they met them. Is this the first time one of the characters that we know has just completely destroyed one?
The first kill, I guess.
And it was Barbara.
It's Barbara.
She's the hero.
Like, of the TARDIS team. I guess technically you could say, actually, that they killed the one that came up the elevator. Remember that one in the Daleks?
Oh,
they pushed the statue down the elevator chute.
Yes, that's a good point.
So there's that one.
Okay.
But this is still the first time, single-handedly, that one of them
just blows into him with a car.
Yes.
A truck, sorry. That was great. Can I tell you, this is the most timely episode. Do you know why? David loads the gun while pointing it at his face. And
does he?
Yes. I can show you if you like. Literally, the gun is pointed towards his head like this as he's looking at it and putting bullets into it. And I just thought, with the recent news, I cannot believe I just watched that in an episode.
I suppose in the 60s you just do whatever.
It's just, I was like, I actually felt sick because I was like,
ugh.
A thing just happened that's very tragic because of people not dealing properly with guns on sets, whatever happened there. And then this guy's just like, oh yeah, this is how you load a gun.
I think David has the gun and is like gonna finish off one of the Robomen, and the Doctor's like, no, we don't need to kill.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, I only kill if it's like absolutely necessary.
I never take a life unless my own is threatened, is what he said.
He only kills beings if they pose an immediate threat to him.
And I want to reference back to the very first story arc where Ian stopped the Doctor from smacking a caveman over the head with a rock to kill him.
Did we know he was going to do that? He was going to do that. He looked like he was going to do that.
I think we weren't sure, but I feel like it. So I was kind of like,
I think he's learned at that point it might have all been bluster. Like, I'm not sure if he would actually kill him. He might have contemplated it.
Yeah.
And there's definitely points... I mean, this isn't a spoiler, but there's definitely points within the show where he has to make that decision of being like, do I kill this person? And I think what you'll find out, it's one of my favourite things, and I think this first season and a half really shows like the impact that the companions that he travels with have on him.
Yeah.
Because generally it's times when he doesn't have someone else around that he goes to that more extreme stage, and I think I've mentioned that on this before.
Yeah.
You know, and so he's a bit more open to, I've got to stop this by any means necessary, rather than like someone nearby being like, maybe not by any means necessary. You know?
Just relax.
Yeah. Now, I didn't understand really what the weird creature was.
It's not addressed after this one scene.
No. But I think it said that the Black Dalek, like the Dalek that's in charge,
yes,
likes to have like weird pets.
Yeah, it was a pet.
Which is a weird thing for me to hear, because like Daleks don't do anything.
So that never happens. To your knowledge, that doesn't happen in the future.
For like leisure, like have a pet around. Yeah. No. Although there's some characters that they keep, that the Doctor's like, oh, this is one of your pets. But there's more circumstances, like there's more reasons why they keep some things alive.
It's not just like having a pet dog or something.
No.
Yeah.
It's as in, if they kill that pet, there'll be massive repercussions for them.
Right.
In those stories. And then the Doctor steps in, and I thought it was brilliant. So he has his cane.
Yep.
And he just goes to town, and he's just like whacking one of them, and it's good. It's a good show of like, yeah, this guy he can do a bit of a brawl.
You know what it made me think of? His stick attack. You know how he's slamming the guy
Yeah.
over. You know, at the end of The Dark Knight, when the Joker and Batman are fighting, and the Joker sets the dogs on Batman, and he comes over and starts whacking him.
Yeah.
It made me think of that. It was like the exact same kind of intensity, and just he was in a rage.
I wondered if, because he looked like he was going for it, if that was like a prop cane, or if back in those days you just told like the extra who's playing a Roboman. I guess he's not an extra; he's an actor. Sorry.
If you want your pay, you'll take it.
Yeah, he was like, now William Hartnell's going to bash you with his cane. You're just going to have to just take it. We'll pay you extra.
He just had such a, it's not flamboyant, but such a full-on...
A vigour.
It was like hamming it up. He was really like, a whack.
But also, the way he steps in, maybe this is something I should have put on here, like to show you, but the way he just steps into that scene. So Susan runs in to stop Roboman fighting David, and the Doctor steps in so confidently, and he's like, then just slams that cane down on someone. It's pretty good. Which cast member is not present really
at certain points and is on holiday?
Because it's not really holiday. It's kind of like a forced holiday.
Outside of circumstances in the episode?
No, within.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to guess Doctor Who.
Who? The actor?
Yes, the actor.
Yeah, William Hartnell. He was injured on set. So he actually hurt his back and was temporarily paralysed.
Because I remember thinking, man, I haven't seen the Doctor for a while when he suddenly came back.
So Susan climbs up this ladder.
Yes.
And an alligator attacks her. But it's clearly a tiny alligator.
I put baby alligator.
It's tiny. They did say that they're like mutated sewer alligators, right? So maybe it's a big alligator that just appears like a small alligator. But it did not look scary.
I don't think it served the episode because you're told to be scared of these sewer alligators, and then they show you one and it's a baby alligator.
I think they should have said crocodile. But it's England, so I guess they don't have crocodiles.
Well, they should have also said, by the way, they're tiny, so that you don't build up this expectation of a monster, and then it's like a little...
Oh yeah, that'd be great, wouldn't it? Beware
the
the alligators, and then Tyler just goes, no, they're tiny.
Maybe they could only get a baby alligator or crocodile on set. Or the person who...
That was not on set. That was, like, pre-recorded images.
So what, they could only find a baby alligator?
That's a good point. Because I guess, the 60s, would they have, like, a documentary with an alligator in it?
Possibly.
So that's probably clips of that.
Maybe they could only find the baby one.
Maybe back then people were too terrified to go with a camera into the wild to look at alligators.
So they just took what they could.
A baby alligator.
It's pretty funny because of how much they build up the fear of it.
Now, I'm going to go back a little bit. Mm-hmm. So that was 22 minutes 30. This is 16 minutes. Because I just left out something to do with their little, like, the love story that's going on here.
Yes.
So this is the bit where the Doctor figures out part of the Daleks' plan. Now, you might have this written down, but this scene ends really weirdly. Is that what you have written down?
No, I want you to show me.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Is that what it is? They dare to tamper with the forces of creation?
Yes, they dare. And we have got to dare to stop them.
Grandfather, it's getting cold, look.
Oh yeah, I do remember that. It's just such a sudden cut.
It's getting cold, look, and then it's like the conversation, like, and I don't mean to be like this. Don't mean to be mean to Susan, but I'm just going to show this. Like, it's like these three men.
Yep.
They all contribute to this conversation, and then she's like, "Dinner's getting cold." You know, like, it just was such a weird... Like, they were like, oh, Susan better say something. Well, she won't know what to say. Give her something, she'll know what to say. Food's getting cold.
And look, we don't agree with it, but this is what they said. What would a woman in 1960 say? Food's ready.
The food's getting cold, is what she said.
The food's getting cold. And yet we have Barbara on the other side of this, smashing through Daleks in a truck.
Yeah, that's right. And also, there's a fire there. Just put the thing back on the fire.
Let her have a thought. She's not dumb.
She's about to get some thoughts. You remember? Well,
Yeah,
actually, she's going to have some pretty negative thoughts.
Well, the moment she starts to have thoughts, the doctor's like, see ya.
Yeah, I can't deal with this. David uses one of the acid from one of the bombs to kind of like diffuse the firebomb.
That's
from
my-
one of Dortmund's.
And
Dortmund's.
that's my first point about this episode. Is that the safest way to defuse a bomb? Is to pour acid on it?
I think what he was trying to do was melt the outside of the bomb, so you could get to the countdown thing.
And I agree.
And then pull it out. I understand it's not the safest.
How do you tell the acid to then stop?
Acid can't melt time.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Is that a Doctor Who principle?
It is this episode.
Acid can't melt time.
Acid can't melt time.
Reverse the polarity of the neutron. Flirt.
Reverse its polarity.
Reverse the polarity. Reverse the polarity.
Reverse the polarity.